Okay, guys, so today we are going to be designing a catapult. On our Google Classroom and classwork, I assigned our assignment today, our material lesson, Wednesday lesson, creating a catapult. First off, both of these files I need us to download. The catapult sample is kind of what, for those who aren't here, I posted that so that they could look at kind of what I made, but I'll be showing you guys. So I'm going to click on the servo arm, and it's not going to be able to give me a preview. I'm going to download it. Okay, servo arm, and for me, it's got a Curo app, but yours, it won't know what to do with it. So I'm just going to leave that there for a second, and the servo screw mounting, I'm going to download that as well. So I've got the servo screw mounting, and I've got this servo arm. I'm now going into Tinkercad, which I've got a link for you right here.
I got a link for you.
So we've got two files downloaded just sitting on our desktop, and we have this Tinkercad. I'm going to create a new design, and this is the catapult sample of what we're eventually going for, if it'll ever load. Okay. But it's not going to load, so I'm just going to show you what we're doing now. Oh, there you go. So creating a new design. Our idea is going to be creating a catapult that mounts one of these servo motors. Do I have a sample servo motor to show you guys real quick? Hold on a second.
You don't. I don't actually know.
Whoa! Actually, I might not.
It's like a mini Yeti.
So, I don't have a sample to show you. What I'm going to do is I'm going up to the top here where it says Import 3D Files. I'm going to choose a file here. And I've got two things. I've got servo arm and the servo screw mounting. So I want to insert the servo screw mounting first. I'm going to import this. What this is this is the mount for your what do I want to call it? The servo motor. So just like in your robot, how there's little spots where you mount in your these servo motors, it's got a special screw for it. This mount is where you would put the servo into. So those are the screw holes, and this is where that would come out. Now, keep in mind, where's a good spot to where you can see it? Mr. Latuzik, if you were better prepared, but you're not. All right, so the servo has the little horn that comes out, and so what we're going to do with this, what we want is for our catapult to sit on a flat base here, and then we'll have a servo motor that's sticking upright, and it's going to swing an arm that goes back and forth. So as it winds back, we could load it, and then when it shoots forward, it would throw the object. So, in order to do this, I'm going to throw this over here. I want to set this upright. So I'm going to rotate around, and I want this guy. I want this to be facing 90 degrees upright. Okay? Because my motor needs to be facing upright, just like in our legs. I'm going to disconnect this real quick. So just like in the robot foot, how this motor turns side to side. Well, it should. It shouldn't crack like that. This one does better. It turns like this. So that's when the motor is upright. And instead of having it connect to a foot, we'll have it connect to a long arm that would throw. That's the idea. We'll see how this works. Again, this is experimental here. So I'm going to drop in a box because I need a base. So I'm going to drop that down, maybe only like 3 or so. Again, it's kind of however you feel about it. And what this can be is if I hold this down with my finger. I want to keep this as small as I can. So I'm going to hold this base down, and then the arm would have to swing while I'm holding it. The smaller it is, the less filament I use, the quicker we can print this out. So far, I've got a box. This is where my servo would mount onto. So like the motor would go here, and then this would be the area